Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yes, the title is correct. It's not clickbait or anything. I have decided to sell my olive. And I did a poll on Instagram asking if you guys wanted to know why. And most of you, or last time I checked, I always forget to check like the end results of my polls. But last time, the majority of you said yes. And so I thought it would be fun to pack it up and talk to you guys. This video isn't too long, but it's also not super short. So I'm going to try to tell you guys why I made this decision as thoroughly yet quickly as possible. Also without going too fast that I miss some details, but I guess I could just use text. Anyway, so I'm actually like really excited for this video. I bought my olive 3 years ago when it was still limited edition or kind of like a rare to find. And my very first TN standard was the camel. And actually I think when I can't remember if it was still available when I decided to buy it. I don't think it was. I think it was still on Jet Pens, but it was of course out of stock because it was limited edition. But I'm not sure if I knew it was limited edition. But I was like, I'll just get the camel first and get the olive later when I want it. So I got the camel, and like a few years later, I decided I wanted to find the olive. And I did. And of course, it was expensive. It was like $150. It's kind of cheap to compare to what it was like a few months ago before it became, or before they re-released the olive. It had gotten up to like 300, 400, and so I kept it for a long time because I was like, it's still rare, and if I decide I want it back or I regret getting rid of it, I'm not going to be able to get it back because it's going to be way too expensive. So I kept it. And then when they announced that they were going to make it a part of their permanent lineup, I was like, well, I guess this kind of makes it easier. But then I was like, am I going to be able to sell it because now everyone can get one? And I also know that when I tend to get rid of things, I eventually want them back. And so that was my struggle with making a final decision. But every time I looked at it, I just got like a queasy feeling. It was so weird. It felt like it was taking up space, like I had too many covers, even though I only have 14 or 3 now. But I had 14 covers, but it felt like I had so many. And I wasn't using it. And I was like, well, I can just put it away somewhere and take it back out when I'm ready to use it. But it just sat on my shelf. I tried to think of many ways to use it. I tried to use it as a planner. Didn't like that. I tried to use it as a memory keeper. I didn't like that. And when I stopped using it as a planner and memory keeper, that's when I kind of realized I only like TN covers for creative journaling. And then I had the idea to try to use it for like my idea journal. So I made an insert, the one that you saw me taking out, the grid insert. I made that, and it was going to be like my content journal. So ideas for reels, videos, like writing out detailed scenes of how I wanted a video to go. By the way, my packing is not the best. I'm still working on that. But yeah, I decided I was going to use it for content ideas. and it still just sat on my shelf, and I was like, it's not doing anything for me anymore. I'm not really connected to it anymore. Even if I'm being honest, when I first got it, I did love it. So my reaction in the unboxing was genuine. But after like a few months, it got kind of boring, and I will look at my spreads or my like the journal covers, and it just didn't hit like the camel does. You know, the camel is it for me. And so I was like, you know what? You need to be decisive. Decide if you're gonna keep it or sell it. And if you sell it and you eventually want it back in like a couple years, you can always get it back because now it's a part of the permanent lineup. And if you don't want the standard, you can always get the passport if you decide you want to try the olive again. I don't know if I'll get the passport because it looks nice in everyone else's hands. But for me, even though I love olive green, I love the color. But I don't know. We just went our separate ways. So that's why I decided to sell it. I put it up on Mercari a few days ago, and it sold within a few hours, maybe less. And I packed it right up and sent it out the next day. And I felt really good. I thought I was gonna be nervous about missing it. I feel like I don't miss it, but part of me wants to try to miss it, but I don't, at least not right now. And I also kept it because I would look at other videos or other people's, and it would look so nice. Then I would just look at mine, and it was just like a weird feeling. Oh, and I also wanted to like destash on my journal covers. So a few months ago, well, not a few months ago, probably at the beginning of this year, I did sell my hand stitched leather tee cover, and yeah, I just sold my olive, and I only have 3 covers left, and I feel so much better. Things feel lighter. I don't know if I'll ever go back to having just 2 covers, or I've thought about maybe trading my Starbucks reserve cover for the, I think it's Traveler Records or Travelers Records one. I don't know yet. So currently I have 2 camels, 1 standard and 1 passport, and then 1 brown passport. And I am super happy that that's all I have now. And that's pretty much it. I don't think I missed anything. At least I hope not. If I did, I can add text. Yeah, I think that's it. So I don't know if there's anyone else out there that can't decide on whether you want to sell some covers. You think you're keeping them, or you're keeping them because everyone else has them, or you feel like you have to have this big, huge collection, or if you have like a rare one that is not a part of the permanent lineup, you can always get them back, at least the ones a part of the lineup. I don't know about rare ones. You could probably still get it back. It might just be really expensive or hard to find. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.